I've watched this hearing, and time and time again, you've indicated this, you've responded with this statement: I can't give you a legitimate answer to that question. You've said it over and over again. They've asked you for details you didn't know. Did you bring anybody with you who has the detailed information that could help you answer a lot of these questions? Is there anybody else that you brought with?
I have a technical expert with me.
Because I don't see you go back to that technical expert, and you just continue to say, I just can't answer that question. So my question for you today, is today Thursday? Yes or no?
It is Thursday.
Okay. Next question. The people of Florida, when I talk to them and they say there's oil spilling on the coast, would it be appropriate to say that's because of BP's reckless behavior? Yes or no?
It is a consequence of a big accident.
No, yes or no?
Thank you. I want to follow up on my friend from Oklahoma's questions about the culture of safety at BP, Mr. Hayward, because you have stated repeatedly that since you took over as CEO of BP, that safe, reliable operations are #1 priority, correct?
That is correct.
And you've been CEO for the past 3 years, correct?
Correct.
Then explain to us why, between June of 2007 and February of 2010, Occupational Health and Safety Administration checked 55 oil refineries operating in the U.S. 2 of those 55 are owned by BP, and BP's refineries racked up 760 citations for egregiously willful safety violations, accounting for 97% of the worst and most serious violations that OSHA monitors in the workplace. That doesn't sound like a culture of safety.
We acknowledge we had very serious issues in
It's the risks of proceeding with insufficient centralizers through caution to the wind in an email just 4 days before the disaster, stating, who cares? It's done. End of story. We'll probably be fine. Did you know about it? So in your opinion, there are, and the standards are there, and BP didn't follow them. Okay, Mr. Watson?
Based on the information we've seen, yes.
Okay, Mr. Mulva?
Yes.
Mr. Odom?
Based on the information, yes.
Okay. I think, Mr. Chairman, the majority of opinion here is that BP acted recklessly and should be held accountable for all the economic and environmental damages that have occurred. Is what you're saying to us.
I have seen no evidence of reckless behavior.
Okay, so you're on record saying there's been no reckless behavior. We had a hearing. Mr. McKay was here. We had the CEO of Exxon, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, and Shell. We asked him questions. Knowing what we know today about the inconsistent well pressure test readings, would you have proceeded with withdrawing the drilling fluid from the well? Every one of them said no. Then the next question was asked to them about safety measures. Are there safety measures that your company could have taken to prevent this incident? Every one of them said yes. So you're here this morning saying your company had no reckless behavior, yet all your peers, the CEO of Exxon, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, and Shell, all pointed out your reckless behavior. Later on, Halliburton warned your company that the well could have a severe gas flow problem. Were you aware of Halliburton's warning?
You can't come in and destroy all of my stuff, all of my friends' stuff. Everyone I know fishes. You can't come in and destroy our world and expect us just to be all happy and cheerful about it. Everything I do and everything I have done is now wasted.